Hello, it's Emma Mills here and welcome to episode 77 of MiTV. And you know how I like anything stationery, book, basically anything I can order from Amazon. You might already know about these and you might be like, yeah, we've been using these for years. However, this for me is amazing and has made my meetings way more productive. Chris Ducker told me about these. They are A3, I think, size pads. Now the beauty of it, it's not just a flip chart. The top bit is like a sticky note. So basically we've been mapping out processes, mapping out job descriptions. When we onboard a new client, we will process flow it. My phone is buzzing there. We will process flow it and stick it on the wall. So basically once it's done, it doesn't get ripped off and just left on the floor. It sticks on the wall. These are amazing. I think it was like £10 from Amazon. So I definitely recommend you trying them. I will basically get every business owner's cash flow spent on stationery, I think, from Amazon, but that has been a real benefit to our meetings. So stationery buys aside, I have been thinking this week about choices. So I've been telling you about some things that I've committed to recently. One of them is the book. So I'm actually recording this on the 4th of September, and I have made a very accountable public goal that by the 27th of September, I will have my 40,000 word draft done. Now, I've been talking about this book for 18 months. The cool thing is now I have it mapped out and I know where I'm going with it and I know exactly what it's going to be about. I had wrote so many thousand words, I'm going to scrap them and go from the beginning. But September for me is about getting things done. So just so you know, my goals that I'm holding myself accountable to are the book will have a 40,000 word draft done. That means we can then just start to like do the bits with editing and adding to it. But having the chunk of it done is going to get me way further on to making this book a reality. So the 27th of September is the book. Personally, I've committed to start running a lot more in September and want to do a half marathon again by the 27th of September. And I have been spending lots of time doing hot yoga. And there is a specific pose called Birds of Paradise, which I don't think I'll do it in a MiTV, but I also want to get to that at that point. You might wonder why I am telling you about all of these personal goals that I'm setting quite quickly in the month of September. And so why is because I realise that it all boils down to choice. So all of the things that I have been sharing with you in MiTV this year, so the move to having an ops manager, the move to having a sales assistant, the processes, everything we do, which was ultimately to free up my time so that I can concentrate on the things that I do best, which is growing my business, being the face of it, working on partnerships and strategies. All of those things are enabling me, of course, to do other things, which is like the book, and in my personal life, do all the things that I wanted to do to make myself healthier and well and fitter. I wouldn't be able to do those things if I had not systematically, over the past, well, let's say 5 years, because it is ultimately baby steps, leverage. So from 5 years ago, when I first started getting somebody to help me deliver the PA support, because I was delivering it all, to 5 years later in 2018, Matt carrying out all the team one-to-ones, doing the recruiting. I mean, this has never happened before, putting job adverts out, actually, working as an operations manager. I've realised it is just ultimately a collection of marginal wins. So every single day doing the right thing, it's leveraging my time. And ultimately, for me, and how we help our customers and whenever you outsource something, you are claiming your time back. And I've realised that when you claim that time back, you ultimately get a choice with how you use your time. Now, for our customers, often it is either they will grow their business with it or they will get some kind of work-life balance back with it. I've been able to make the choice that I really want to get this book done. It's a personal goal. It will benefit my business. I will just feel good once I've done it and I know I can do it. And I really want to get it done. But because I now have a team around me which are much more, they have the skills and they have the empowerment to get stuff done, I can make the choice on how I spend my time, and I'm choosing to do these things. So where I am going with this is that no matter whether you are working on your own, working with a team, every single time you leverage something off yourself, you give something away, you give a task that you either have a process behind so they know how to do it, or you just empower them to say, do you know what, it's not the best use of my skills, I don't enjoy doing it, you go and do it in the best way. Every single time you do that, you claim something back, whether it's 10 minutes, an hour. And on a marginal kind of accumulation of time, this starts to build up and you start to make bigger choices on what you do with your time. And that's when it starts to become more exciting. And that's when I think you enjoy your business more and you see why you're doing what you're doing, why you're creating what you're creating. If you intend to stay working on your own and be, say, a solopreneur, that's like fine, that's amazing. But still, again, I'm sure you want to be able to make choices with, okay, I am working on my own, doesn't mean I want to work 12 hours a day or 15 hours a day. So having this mindset of every single time, okay, I'm replying to an email here and popping it in my calendar. Actually, is that a good use of my time? Do I enjoy doing it, or could I got somebody else to do it? I'm chasing my invoices. Oh gosh, do I really enjoy doing that? Maybe I could get somebody else to do it for lower than my hourly rate. So I just feel like I've had this epiphany recently that what the outsourcing and leveraging of your time gives you is choice. And without that, your business and everything around you dictates you. So for my thought for this week is, again, what can you get rid of? And ultimately, what would it mean to you in the bigger picture? Because that's when it starts to get a bit more exciting. What can you then focus your time on? What can you achieve? What kind of things can you tick off your bucket list? What can you do? You know, because obviously life's here for living. We're only here once, and once it's gone, it's gone. So what can you get rid of that's keeping you stuck at your laptop, stuck not growing your business, stuck not enjoying things in work, and can move you on to the next step? Because for me, the more I've got my head around this, the better work becomes, the more I enjoy my business, the more things I'm doing that satisfy me as an individual. And so I want that for you too. So I think an audit of what you can give away is always a smart thing to do every single day. And so that's my tip this week, to get your head out of the dirt and into the clouds. Ralph has been super, obviously Ralph's choice is to do a little more sleeping. But we will both see you next week for episode 78. See you then. Bye-bye.